Peace. This channel message is going to be for Scorpio, Taurus, Aries, Capricorn, and Pisces. This message will be influenced by the energy of Pisces, the 12th house. 12 and 24 may be significant for you. Pisces resonates with our imagination, our dream state, faraway places, the movie industry, angelics, like psych wards or isolated places, prison, jail, mysticism, but also highlights mental issues. It can be about hospitals, spas, getting lost, and your lymphatic system. So with these cards that I chose today, right, they are they have a couple angels on here, angelic. So we have here two. So if you come in contact with an angelic in a different realm, or you may have gone into some sort of like if you're the person that do micro doses, or you dibble in and dabble, well, you dibble and dabble in other recreational things, okay, you might have come in contact with an angelic, and this is what the angelic looked like outside of this. But you may have seen that the angelics look similar to this. If you have the spiritual eye and you have come into contact with an angelic, this is what they may appear like to you in your mind's eye, not your physical eye, your mind's eye. I think it's one, yeah. Then we have this look kind of like a fairy here. Yeah, fairies, elementals may be significant, and a cat here. All right, so with that being said, let's get into it. All right, so we have 13 air. I don't see any air signs present. So air, this may just be this may just mean like movement, wind, some sort of movement, wind, communication, right? It's now 10:10 on the clock. So some sort of communication is coming in here, right? And with 13:4, this communication or some sort of communication has hit ground, because with Pisces, that is basically like the ethers, the spirit realm, right? Spirituality. And then we have air, right? But with 13 reducing to 4, that's the 4 energy is usually about stabilizing, grounding, earth energy, but it can also be for like the 4th house Cancer. So something hitting home, like I'm hearing like home base, or I'm seeing like a baseball stadium of some sort, and someone like hitting a home run and going around and coming back to home base and grounding themselves, right? Take that however it resonates though. And then we have 50, the portal keeper, right? So this is like an old ancient soul who, like the gatekeeper, you know? There are many, many types of gatekeepers, many forms of gatekeeping. But it's basically the person who holds on to secrets, right? And most of these secrets are like spiritual secrets, okay? Um, But there are keeper of light secrets and dark secrets, heavenly secrets, demonic secrets. Okay. Again, take it how it resonates. So I wanted to get into the specifics of this air card, right? Mercury energy. So with Mercury, it's not just communication, but the messenger of the ego. So someone's ego, okay, is significant here. So someone may need to check their ego, or I'm also seeing like the super ego, which is like the highest form of the actual ego itself. Okay, the super ego is the protector, but it also contributes to a certain secrets. Okay, the super ego, which can kind of like iCloud. It's something like that, a big database to where all information is stored, right? And wherever that information is stored, it can only be accessed by certain individuals. Okay, certain people can hack into those systems and databases, but it's very, very hard to do so, right? So on a spiritual level, it's the same thing. That's just like someone who gatekeeps spiritual secrets, right? You know, there are people who are spiritual hackers, but also spiritual scammers, okay? So some people try or attempt to scam their way to get these secrets, but then it's something significant about spiritual hackers. So there may be a lot of people, a lot of spiritualists who, I mean, this has been going on for a long time, but there's something significant about this now experience where there are a lot of people who are, because if we look at the physical realm, a lot of scamming is going on, a lot of hacking is going on, right? But as above, so below, as within, so without. So that means that there has been many, many attempts to hack into people's spiritual databases to either steal spiritual merit, or to, because again, people on the physical, well, in the physical earthly realm, they hack into these databases, and what are the main things that they steal? Information and money. The same thing happens in the spiritual realm. People try to hack into your spiritual database or your Akashic records, okay, and steal information, spiritual knowledge, spiritual insight, the things that you know, the things that you're keeping a secret. But they can also attempt to steal your spiritual merit, okay? That's how destiny swaps happen. That's how people energetic vampires, that's kind of how they navigate, because they can they find a way to penetrate your vortex, right? So how do people do that? Manipulate your emotion, manipulate your mind, creating illusions, right? That's what they do. And then once they try to find a way to penetrate your database or penetrate your emotions, right, or penetrate how you view or see things, that's how they can hack into your system, get into your energy, right, and take things. So just to break that down, because I do understand that, you know, there are some new souls that are transitioning. There are people who are still trying to figure out spirituality. So I am here to basically like give a breakdown of what all that consists of, because you know oftentimes when people are searching for, like, if someone just discovered that they have like spiritual gifts or something like that, and they go to these people that they look up to, and these people are just giving like random ass information, regurgitating information, or simplistic information like protect your energy. Okay, what all does that consist of? Oh yeah, they're energy vampires. Okay, well, how does that happen? So I definitely try to balance out my own energy by educating others as they're developing and growing in their spirituality. But also there are some things that I must gatekeep. So yeah, definitely trying to maintain that balance while also being able to offer assistance to those who are growing and developing their spirituality and their spiritual gifts. All right, so Mercury, messenger of the ego. The super ego is significant. iCloud, big databases, something or someone who holds a lot of or has accumulated a lot of information. If you feel that you are that person, I am not the one to tell you whether you are or not, but if you are that particular person, it's best right now that you conceal your intentions, but also just be mindful and use your discernment when it comes to sharing spaces and sharing information as well. Mercury highlights concerns of the mind. Like I was saying, it's giving that, you know, certain people are attempting to penetrate the minds, the mental, okay, because that's where everything is stored, in the mind, right? The mind is very, very vast, okay? It's very vast. So, yeah, ability to make decisions and convey ideas to others. That's literally what I was just saying, you know, just discerning what information to share, what information to keep to yourself, what energies to share with, what energies to kind of disconnect with and detach from. Okay, heavy discernment here. Okay, channel for the will to communicate. Mercury energy, air energy, communication, right? So, someone has this was sticking out to me, having the free will to communicate, right? So if your channel of communication has been blocked, or something or someone was interfering with your throat chakra, right now you're basically you've been offered or given free will to speak and communicate. Now it's giving that, you know, this portal for communication, or this opportunity here for communication may be limited. Now, I will say may be limited because there's a lot of changes that's gonna happen between the end of November and December. It's a lot of things that are going to be unfolding. And I mentioned earlier in the year that there was a lot of spiritualists that were going to take a break from teaching and educating. Now, is that going to be around November, December? I'm not sure. But there is something significant about the end of November and December that will be highlighted on a massive scale, on a big scale, on a main stage here. All right. Mercury, power of interpretation. That's a thing too, because we have Pisces, higher purpose, but we also have free will, Pisces 9. 9 energy is Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius energy is about obtaining wisdom and higher learning, right? So if you have ascended to a higher realm, or you're just a high honored individual, okay, there are certain components to interpretations, right? It's one thing to get out a message that you are receiving or downloading, but then there's another space that is held for specific individuals who are able to break down these stories, break down these timelines, break down this information, and actually be able to convey a message and interpret it clearly and concisely. All right. There are some readers, there are some channelers, they can, they pick up certain things from out of the collective conscious, okay, or the collective body, and they offer and extend those in a short amount of time, right? But then there are other channelers and readers who can go for hours and hours to basically it's kind of like a stair step where you have certain channelers and readers who just pick up certain information, right? They pick up on a big scale, on a macrocosmic scale, they pick up the big things, the things that stand out the most, right? And then you got another step to where some interpreters and readers, they break down what all that is, okay? And then you have some other interpreters, readers, channelers who can get the fine details, right? It's levels to this shit. It's always levels to this shit. So, That's kind of what I'm picking up on. Certain channelers and readers who are tapped into the super ego, into like iCloud, right? Or basically these big databases where they can basically go in and pick out like the fine details, okay? And can interpret and convey clear and concise messages, right? Everyday acquaintances with this Mercury energy. Be mindful of the people that you are acquainted with on a daily basis. Something is going to be highlighted to you. And I'm saying this week, like soon, right? So I definitely want to get this message out today, right? So everyday acquaintances, something is going to come out or be highlighted about someone or someones you have been acquainted with on a daily basis. Now, the thing about it is, I'm also spiritual verb. I also am picking up on this. This may actually have been someone you were acquainted with every day. You may not be acquainted with them every day now, but this may be something that you are used to. But still, use your discernment around the people who you have everyday acquaintances with, because something is being highlighted and something is about to come out about that, right? And like I said, if this was someone or something that you were acquainted with in the past every single day and you aren't any longer, like, and there may have been like sudden, like a sudden ending in communication or something like that, whatever or what all that entail is going to come out this week. Okay? We have brothers and sisters with this Mercury energy. These last couple of messages that I have been interpreting have been about siblings, cousins, neighbors, and aunts, right? Siblings, neighbors, cousins, and aunts. But specifically, brothers and sisters are going to be significant in this reading here. So that could be an everyday acquaintance right there. A brother or a sister. Now, with this brother and sister, this could be a friend that has assumed the role of your brother or sister. Or this is someone who just claims you to be a brother or a sister. But however this resonates, something is about to come out this week about that. All right? Be mindful of your lungs. Try to do a detox, or just be mindful of your lungs here. Your shoulders, arms, and hands. The most significant message here is going to be never force anything. Never force anyone to be in your life. Never force anyone to communicate with you. Never force anything. Don't force your spiritual gifts. Don't force your higher purpose. Don't force yourself to be in your North Node. Because there's a lot of things that are transforming and shifting in the ethers right now, and it's shifting certain people into a certain paradigm of change, to where they're going to be stepping up and stepping into a new light, or stepping up or stepping into a new role, and these everyday acquaintances are not going to be happy about it. I can assure you, these everyday acquaintances are not going to like you for what's going to happen or transpire this week. And I'm seeing the words jealous and envy. So something significant about this week that is going to happen for you, that is going to be very transformative here, that your brothers, your sisters are not going to like. But Spirit is telling me, do not force communication with these people, and do not force them to love you. Do not force them to be in communication with you, because you may have been instinctively feeling like something was off, or something was going on, or something was being hidden from you. And your brother or your sister may have known about this. But because of jealousy and envy, it kind of led these people astray. And like I said, this doesn't have to be a bloodline sibling. This could be a friend that has assumed the role of being your sibling. All right? But whatever this is going to bridge two separate realms, right? So wherever you are right now and wherever you're headed, you're about to basically be, that bridge is being built for you. And that's where this change is going to happen. All right? Or when this transformation is going to happen here. We have eighth house, like I said, something about Scorpio, right? Because well, no, I said that I tried to do I tried to start the video, but I wasn't ready. I had to get some other stuff in order. But I was saying something about Pisces energy that may be significant with Scorpio energy, right? So again, your brother or sister may know some secrets, all right, that may come out this week. Something significant about this week. If not this week, the ending of November something's coming out this week. And around November and December, some revelations or something is going to accrue or happen, right? But this isn't feeling bad. But it's massive. Like, I can feel the weight of it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not giving like, well, no, I would definitely say it's a balanced energy, right? I'm also seeing rapture. Seeing the word, oh damn, I'm talking about it ain't bad. I'm also seeing rapture. All right, well, that's that. And then we also have the 5th house, Sun, Leo. Again, something coming up to the surface, something being revealed. The sun is about to shine on a certain situation here, right? And the sun resonates with the ego. So this is the super ego. So this is giving like something coming up from the subconscious, or you may have instinctively or intuitively been feeling like some sort of inner child wounds was coming up to the surface. This may be something you've already processed. This may be something that you just felt like you just knew that something was off here, right? And that is going to be highlighted, whatever that is. All right. Sun is the expression of will. I told you I was being called to point that out. Free will, Sun. Okay. Energy, expression of will. So it's giving that someone is and then the freedom card wanted to come out in this particular deck. So whatever is going to happen is going to give you some sort of freedom that your brother or sister may not have. Or your brother and sister, again, whether this is bloodline or friendship, you know, they may be intimidated by, jealous, or envious of the freedom that you have. Or the freedom that you will have. I'm hearing why him or her. All right. Sense of identity. Okay, so it's giving that something about someone's true identity is coming out. Someone's true identity is coming out here. All right, so the sun is about destiny husband. Represents strong masculine people. The father. All right. Something about your father is coming out. Something significant about your father, but also something about your kingdom spouse, your destiny husband, the person that you are supposed to be with here, or the person that you are, you have some sort of higher purpose with. All right. All of that is something about this week, honey. Male figure of authority. Again, heavy like father energy. Capricorn, Saturn. All right. Saturn, check your Saturn placement. Okay. What's in your Saturn? But also, you may be a Capricorn. We have Capricorn here. Capricorn energy is significant as well. The father figure, the husband. These are male influences here. All right, male influences. So there's a lot that is going to be revealed about the father figures in your life, or some sort of father figure, whether this is your destiny husband or your actual father, is bringing you or will be highlighting or revealing themselves. They may even be doing something about something is just going to be revealed here about this father figure or your destiny husband here. I don't know why I'm channeling the Justice card, but like I said, there are some secrets that have been hidden. All right. And again, this may have been in your super ego, your database, and you may have tapped into this energy or is gaining clarity on this energy, right? This is interesting, right? So the first card that came out in this particular deck is 5 energy with Vitality and Taurus. Okay, Vitality, that is Leo energy, the sun, energy, drive. Okay, 5, fast changes, that's 5th house of Leo. So some is giving that this change or whatever this energy is giving like someone finally has found the energy, right? The energy to communicate this to you, right? Because communication, Mercury, right? With the paradigm shift, okay? So someone is going to go through some sort of shift because they have transformed, right? They have bridged the gap between two unlike energies. Okay, and it's bringing forth these changes, these transformations, this growth, this vitality, the energy. Someone's finally, I'm honestly saying, mustering up the courage to convey this message or interpret this message. Again, someone's throat chakra was blocked, someone's means of communication was blocked, and now that portal has been opened. Something has shifted in the ethers, okay, air, ethers, right, Pisces, spirit, okay, to where this person, this father figure, male authority, spiritual husband, okay, has mustered up the courage to communicate, to interpret or convey a message clearly and concisely. We have Taurus energy here. Taurus energy can be symbolic to the material world, earthly matters, right? Where someone was being stubborn, they're now being more open. And this may have something to do with someone's material possessions, okay? I'm also saying someone had to adhere to protocol, all right? Someone had to adhere to some sort of protocol. They couldn't just, because Taurus is here as well, right? They couldn't just come out and communicate this to you. There was a certain, what word am I looking for? There was a certain way that they had to communicate this. There was a certain, I'm seeing something about laws. I'm also hearing something about consent, but it's also giving like, so I'm hearing someone saying it wasn't my place at the time, right? It wasn't my place at the time, but they also had to follow some sort of protocol to where they either needed someone's consent or they just had, it's some sort of protocol they had to go through. Now, I'm not sure what that protocol entails, but there was some sort of protocol. And they also had to be practical about the situation, because I'm hearing that there were other influences, there were other interferences, there were a lot of things happening on the back end, right, of whatever this situation is, to where they could not communicate at a specific time. This is basically, remember I was saying in the beginning, I was like, this is this is the perfect time for these messages to come out or be interpreted right before the end of November or December. Okay, so there's like a short period of time to where this can be communicated before the end of November and December, and the time has come for this communication to be highlighted or revealed. Okay, now we have ritual with 10 energy and Leo. All right. 10th house is Capricorn. That is the authorities. Okay. The authorities, or someone having or assuming authority, that male figure, remember, or the father. Capricorn is the heavenly father, the God, the Saturn. Okay. All of those interpretations, right? But more so an authoritative figure, someone who assumes authority, a father. I'm also hearing Godfather. Like, this person can either be personified as a godfather, or this is actually your godfather. Or this can be someone who is your father in spirit. Okay? Someone who's assumed this role in spirit. Father God. Okay? Father God. So this could actually be like a god. Okay? Now, Capricorn energy is about hard work, dedication, worldly achievements. But we do have ritual here in earth energy. Remember, I was saying earlier, or I'm not sure if I said this in the other video that I tried to start, but there's something about communication grounding itself. Like some sort of communication is now being grounded or brought to earth or brought down to to a person, a place, a thing. Some sort of information is being grounded. Okay, some sort of communication is being grounded here. All right, and we have ritual. So when I think of ritual, I consider it to be something that happens routinely. Okay, remember I said something about protocol, routine, ritual. Okay, so there was some sort of protocol, some sort of routine, something about steps. Okay, ordered steps, right? And this is part of that, whatever this ritual is or consists of, or there were certain, I'm saying there were certain components to this ritual that needed to be done in steps. All right, whatever this ritual is, okay, this has something to do with maybe you were going through hardships and delays, okay, and there were steps towards whatever. Either if someone was actually doing a ritual on you, there were certain steps that needed to be done in order for this ritual to prosper. All right. Spiritual birth. So for confirmation. So whatever this ritual was, it may have created some sort of hardship and delays, but it's giving that with this Saturn energy, Capricorn, male authority figure, whatever. Okay. It's giving like maturity. So steps towards maturity, right? Or maturity and spirituality. So someone had to mature in the spiritual department here for whatever this is to come to be. Or someone is giving like, I'm feeling two different energies where it's like someone had to, or someone was doing a ritual so to prevent whatever this is from coming out, like whatever this male figure is, or whoever this male figure is, whoever this godfather is. So we have a lot of people that's in this. So we have a brother and sister, whether that's bloodline, friend, or someone who assumed the role of your brother and sister, right? So we have brother and sister, and then we have a father figure, right? Someone who's in authority, though, like a male figure, but a father specifically, father or godfather. So someone may have assumed the role of your father, and they actually may be your godfather. Okay, but then we have Father God as well. So this may be a God, an actual God. And then we also have someone's spiritual husband here. So this is a lot of people that are intertwined into whatever or what all this is, right? But this has something to do with a ritual being done on someone. Okay, now I will say that, like I said, there were two energies present, so where there was a ritual that was done against someone, so that, because I said earlier, like someone's throat chakra was blocked, someone's means of communication was blocked here, so the information or the communication could not come through, or someone had to adhere to protocol, and that protocol was this person could not speak up on whatever this was, right? Now that was part of the ritual, but on the opposing side, who was basically fighting against these delays, fighting against these hardships, fighting against the karmic difficulties, okay, fighting against whatever this ritual was, had to also adhere to certain steps and take certain protocols and adhere to certain spiritual laws in order for their ritual to prosper, okay? So it's giving spiritual war, spiritual battle, all right? But being that communication is coming in this week, being that something is going to be revealed this week or highlighted this week specifically, someone broke through. And whatever that breakthrough was has placed them in a space or a dimension or on a specific timeline to where the paradigms have shifted. And because the paradigms have shifted, the timelines are no longer being able to be interrupted, disturbed, or distorted. And this is a very small time frame. Now, in the spirit, it's a small time frame, but it can translate to, I'm saying, like 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks on the physical level. So this can be 2 to 3 days or 2 to 3 hours in spirit. Okay, I'm also picking up on telepathy, right? Okay, so it's giving someone having to pick this up in order for it to ground itself here in the physical. All right, but it's giving that this may have already transpired, which is why something is coming out this week. Between this week and something's going to transfer or transition between the next 2 to 3 weeks, that's leading up to something that will unfold in November or December. That's the timeline. And whatever this is going to be victorious. So we have 44 energy, okay? And then we have victory with Aries, right? All right, so with 44 energy, that's 8 energy Scorpio. Again, this has something to do with, I'm feeling like somebody's secret is about to come out, or some sort of secrets is about to come out. And these secrets have something to do with a brother, sister, male figure, and a spiritual husband, or someone's kingdom spouse or destiny husband or something like that. But those are the 4 main characters, okay? It's you might be the main character, and then these are people who are like characters in your story. All right? Brother, sister, father, husband. That's a very interesting combination as well, to be honest. But yeah, it's giving someone's secret or something, some sort of, I'm hearing, like, I ain't gonna hold you, I'm hearing spell broken. Someone broke a spell, or some sort of spell has been broken. I'm seeing something about destiny swapping and a paradigm shifted, and someone's contract is being up. I'm also seeing something about, like, whoever attempted to, like, swap destinies with you or keep secrets, their shit may be fucked up, or something may be unfolding in their life. You're seeing synchronicities of this. You're intuitively tapped in. You're receiving telepathic communication. It's a lot. It's a lot. And it's so interesting because I do watch other readers, but there are certain and specific readers that I align with, okay? And okay, remember I was saying something about steps, right? So you have readers and channelers that, they get the overall, like the macrocosmic the macrocosmic information. So things that are easily detected and pointed out in the ethers or in the spiritual realm, right? So they go in and they take that out, they extract that, and they come back and they share, right? But then there are people who are a little bit more advanced who can get the smaller details, okay, as to what all that person has gotten, right? And then you have someone who's even more advanced. They get even smaller details and smaller details and smaller details. So that's kind of the energy that's happening here, where there's a lot. Like I'm looking at certain readers, and they're all talking about how chaotic November was going to be, right? How chaotic it was going to be. And it's interesting because I had tweeted on my Twitter page, Perfect 7, where I was basically like, I had got a download about what all was going to happen during Scorpio season, but there was something that was preventing me from speaking out on it at the time, or I could not tweet it. And it was for a specific reason. And as soon as I caught on to like why I couldn't share, I was just like, oh shit. This is on a massive scale. On a massive scale. There is no way in hell that people could have prepared. You know, people kept saying like, you got to be prepared for what's coming. There is no way to prepare for what the fuck November has in store for us. Scorpio season, to be specific. And I think Scorpio season ends in the middle of November, at the end of November. I'm not sure. I'm not going to look it up. But yeah, Scorpio season specifically. And going into December. On a massive scale, there is no fucking way that anyone can prepare for this shit. No way. And the reason I say that is because so many things have been interconnected, intertwined, mixed up, taken, shifted, placed here, placed there. It is so chaotic. So chaotic to the point where when all of this stuff comes out, okay, because I was saying this in another reading, right? To where the people of social media, they've given it's like whoever owns these platforms or whoever is in control of the algorithms and what people are, because at one time things were being censored heavily. People was getting kicked off of certain social platforms and stuff like that. But now it's not as bad. Certain things are really slipping through, and it's doing so intentionally. And it just so happened that it's happening at the end of the year for a reason. All right. Now, I will say that with TikTok specifically, because they're banning TikTok next year. At least that's what they say. But it is that we're in the we are in the age of Aquarius, and we are in the year of all things being revealed, the truth being revealed, right? That has been like the theme of the year, where a lot of truths are coming out. Now, on a main scale, on the main stage, you're seeing that certain things are coming out about families specifically. Okay? Certain things. Now, I will say that certain things are playing out on the main stage for a reason, and it's only to project what all is happening in the lower realms, right? Or to orchestrate or illustrate what is happening in the lower realms, right? That's why people are paid to act out certain things, paid to reinforce certain things, right? It's just a lot, right? So, and for people that have known this, they have had to use all their strength and their might to fight against illusions, fight against deception, fight against the lies, fight against what the fuck is actually really happening on a massive scale, right? Not only that, they're having to use their strength to basically like keep themselves grounded as they are finding out certain information in their own personal lives. So not only on a macro scale, again, As above, so below, as within, so without. On a macro scale, they're finding out or they're tuning into certain shit that's happening on a global scale, but then it projects into their own life or mirrors into their own life, to where what all you're seeing on a main stage in some way, shape, or form is mirroring in your own life. And you're having to, maintain or be level-headed. You know what I'm saying? Again, that's that Mercury energy that I was talking about, right? Mercury, the super ego, being able to convey and interpret information, but also being able to highlight what all this is, right? With the sun energy. So I will say that there's a lot that's going to happen in Scorpio season, in November specifically, leading into, it's like it's going to start to like bleed into December. All right. But on the main stage, you're starting to see celebrities come out and talk and speak about what their siblings specifically were doing to them, what their siblings may have witnessed. Okay, what their siblings were, all of this shit, right? A lot of family secrets are coming out here. A lot. And it's very, very, very interesting here. Very interesting. And with Aries energy, we're going back here, okay, because I don't want to drift too much. All right. I definitely want to stay on point here. All right. We have 44 energy, 8th house, Scorpio. Secrets, okay? Specifically, family secrets. People are tired of holding on to these family secrets. People are tired of pretending. People are coming out of contracts. NDAs are being lifted, okay? Okay. And what I mean by lifted is that again, I was saying something about like consent, right? Certain people were signing shit that they didn't even know what they were signing, okay? By way of manipulation, deception, and lies, right? Okay, so with that being said, a lot of NDA contracts are being voided out, or a lot of NDAs are up. Like if you've ever signed an NDA or something of that nature, your time of being silenced is up, and you have the free will to communicate and speak up. Communicate, Mercury energy. Remember I said certain protocols? There are certain people that have signed certain documents, all right, to where they could not speak up on certain things. Some of those contracts have been either voided out or the time is up for that. And now people are able to now speak up on the things that they were silenced on, or they couldn't communicate, they couldn't speak up on. All right. 1, 13, 25. Those numbers can be significant, right? 1 energy, that's the first house of Aries, right? 13 energy, we have 13 energy out here. That reduces to 4, but 13 is like the divine feminine. And I kept saying something about the maternal aspects of the collective body is going to be highlighted during this time. Mother, maternal figures, right? There's something about maternal energies, or the mother maternal aspects that are being highlighted. There are a lot of secrets that have been held by the portal keepers. Who has the portal? Who has the womb? The mother. The maternal aspect, the maternal influence. The mother is the portal keeper. If you notice, a lot of the women are the gatekeepers, whether they are the gatekeepers in the family or the gatekeepers in their whatever group they are in, right? They are the portal keepers. They are the people that keep secrets. When it comes down to like anything that needs to be done, it's always, you're going to always have a feminine person, a feminine woman who's going to be your rider through it all. All right? Women typically are better criminals than men. Women are better at manipulation, but women are better at deceiving. Women, the shadow aspects, the feminine aspects, demons, okay? Women are demons. And for the men who have taken on a lot of feminine aspects, been manipulated, lied to, or deceived by feminine aspects, who have assumed the role of a feminine entity, who just have all this feminine maternal influence, okay? They have contributed to this demonic, chaotic energy body. This is why a lot of things are happening on a massive scale. If you look at just the presidential race, you see who is trying to maintain order and who is trying to basically create chaos. I'm just saying. It's not about because I can't stand when people are like, oh, well, it's just basically, choosing between the lesser of two evils. No, bro, it's all depictions, interpretations, personification, characteristics, projections, illusions, okay? Like a stage, theatrical dramas, Leo energy. Fifth house, the sun. We have 25, 7 energy, Libra. All right. Libra is identified with contracts and partnerships. What did I say? NDAs, contracts, protocols, okay? Steps in law. Judicial system, justice system, okay? The judge, a judge. Libra. Aries energy, because we're still on this one card. I'm still channeling from this one card, right? Aries energy, impulsive, is very, very impulsive, right? So it's giving that someone had to control their impulsions due to certain protocol that they had to adhere to. All right? Fights. Aries, they are the fighters. A lot of known boxers have Aries placements. A lot of good fighters have Aries placements. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be physical fight. It definitely can be. I don't know an Aries that can't fight, to be honest. With someone with Aries placements that can't fight. But they just have that aggressive warrior-like spirit, right? But if they do not physically fight, they are hitters in the spiritual realm. They are spiritual hitters. Take that how it resonates, all right? The head is significant. The crown. Aries, the head, the crown is significant, right? Someone is about to be dethroned due to some secrets and some lies. I'm also hearing something about DNA. Somebody lying. Okay? Somebody is lying. And that may be the secret that is coming out. Something about DNA here. All right? Family secrets. A lot of things have been swapped and switched and altered due to contracts. Certain contracts and agreements, because Libra is about agreements. Now, when I say 1, 23, 25, these are degrees. And Aries sits at the 1st, 13th, and 25th degree. All right? 25th degree, 7 Libra. So this has something to do with contracts and agreements. These things, okay, there's an energy where someone consented on someone else's behalf, whereas whoever spoke up or had authority over this person, okay, they didn't give their consent though. It's balancing out. And someone is waiting to the very last minute to reveal whatever this is. All right? Aries energy. That is masculine energy. Someone is getting really impatient. Someone is getting really angry. Someone want to fight. And it's giving somebody wanted in blood, because of what all these secrets are. And remember I said, well, I don't know if I said in this video or the other video that I was trying to start, but I was saying that the truth is going to come out, and there are people who are going to, basically, all the truth is going to come out, and then certain people are going to vanish, move away, go into hiding, whatever. They're going to just be gone. And everyone who has not tapped in or tuned in, whoever does not know this information, whoever hasn't whoever hasn't tapped in, I would just say that whoever hasn't tapped into their inner self, which is Sun, okay, Leo energy, you might have Leo placements, 10, you might have Capricorn placements, right? But whatever this is, if you have not tuned into whatever this is, there are going to be a lot of fights, a lot of rage, a lot of chaos. And for the people who have known, or for the people who are tapped in, or whoever is a victim of whatever this is going to be moved out of the way. And all of that anger and chaos and rage, okay, that's going to be God's wrath. But the thing is, with this fight energy, with this Aries energy, okay, you know, there are some people who had to grow beyond whatever this is so that they wouldn't be infiltrated or, what's the word I'm looking for? Consumed by this energy. They could just be able to take and go. And then there are some people who are actually going to be placed away, okay? Because Pisces is about mental asylums, prisons, okay? Hospitals. So put away could be, there's a lot of people that are going to prison for all this shit that has happened, all of these exchanges and secret agreements and NDAs and all different types of things that were hidden, right? Okay, for all of that, people are going to prison, because on a macro scale, this goes beyond like trafficking. This goes beyond sex, because that's what they want you to think that that's all that it entails, okay? Trafficking and sex and drugs. It goes way beyond that. I said specifically DNA. DNA, NDA. Put the two together. All right. Agreements, okay? Exchanges as well. Okay, if you give me this, or we can agree to this, then I'll give you this. And for some people, all right, who has climbed far enough up the ladder, or have been in certain places and spaces, or just, again, some people don't know what the fuck they're signing. Okay, there are some people who don't read their contracts and shit like that, so they don't know what they're agreeing to. However, again, in some way, shape, or form, we have all participated. But I will say that whatever or what all is coming out of this or from this, or it's going to leave a lot of people in a place of anger. They're going to want to fight. It's a lot. All right. But some of you will come out victorious because although you've known this information or whatever, you had to use your strength to continue to learn, to continue to do what it is that you do, to continue to work towards your higher purpose, okay? To continue to align yourself with love and wisdom, okay? Love and wisdom, despite what all this is or will be. All right. And at the bottom of the deck, I cannot make this shit up. We have 2 Taurus. We have Pisces here. We have communication, Mercury, and we have Earth, grounding. Can't make it up. All right. Then we have memories. Remember I said Pisces energy, dream state, okay? The subconscious, the super ego. So when you place information to a database, when an energy is formulated, right? Or an energy merges or energy breaks off, when they say that energy can't be created nor destroyed, that is true. However, energy can be transformed, and in that transformational space or in that transformational period can be voided. People, they say that energy cannot be created, but the thing about it is you have to think deeper, okay? You can't just keep listening and regurgitating information that is gifted to you, okay? Energy can't be destroyed. It can be voided, though, through a transformational cycle, through alchemy, occultic knowledge, hidden knowledge, secrets, okay? And for energy can't be created. If something breaks off, it has now made if you have one whole thing and it breaks into 2 individual things, that one energy, and nothing was created, okay? Nothing was created. However, when one thing became 2 and split, now these 2 things have individual traits, personalities, right? They may have come from the same energy, but they are 2 separate things. You may have came from the same womb, portal keeper, and become 2 different individuals. You may be in the same group and have 2 different views. All right? Was something new created? No. Can it be? Absolutely. So we have communication and then we have memory. So there is something that has accumulated within the spirit, in the ethers, this communication that is now dropping down and grounding itself. And this has something to do with something that someone is supposed to have and hold. Material possession in this physical dimension, in this lower realm. And it has something to do with someone's memories. Again, if a database, a big database, one unified object or consciousness, if energy can't be created nor destroyed, it doesn't matter what you delete, okay? It's still going to be collected in that database. It's still there. Even if you deleted it, if you tried to get it out of your mind, if you tried to delete it off your phone, okay, off your computer or whatever, if you tried to burn evidence or you tried to get rid of information, it still has been collected in one energy body. It cannot be destroyed. Can it be transformed and voided out? Absolutely. But that energy itself still exists and can be tapped into. We have 7, memories of contracts, right? We have memories of contracts, memories of certain relationships, memories of certain deals, memories of certain agreements. If someone was under some sort of trance, if someone was under an illusion, if someone was manipulated or deceived, okay, this is the year of the truth. We're in the age of Aquarius, all right? Whatever it is, people are waking up within this next week to 3 weeks. There's going to be a mass awakening. And remember, well, I ain't gonna say remember, because I don't know if you all have seen my other videos, but in another video I had mentioned that there was going to be a time where, or there was a collective group that was next up to be initiated into an awakening. The time has already, the time is now. It's happening right now. The initiation process has already happened. And there has been new recruits that have been brought in, new souls that have been brought into this awakening, this spiritual awakening that has already grounded itself. More and more people are waking up. More and more people are interpreting and conveying messages. More and more people are tapped into and attuning to their spirituality. You know, a lot of things are being revealed at this time. 7, okay? There are certain people that were in a contract. Okay, I was saying this in another video. 7 days in another realm can transform or translate into another dimension. 7 weeks, 7 months, 7 years. All right, and sometimes it can be 7 lifetimes. Do you not know how to, bro? Imagine you being contracted to something for 7 lifetimes, 7 generations, 7 forward, 7 back. Generational curses, okay? Generational gifts, generational things, 7 years forward, 7 years back. So if you have been initiated into an awakening, or you are part of the collective body who has awakened, okay, your contract was up, or in some way, shape, or form, you were able to void out a contract, even if your time wasn't up. But the thing about it is, that's the hidden secret occultic knowledge that a lot of people do not have. And that's why we have this portal keeper here, where there are women or divine feminine entities or energies out here who have information on how to do certain things. This is why people tap into or try to spiritually hack people's Akashic records, because they are in contracts that basically has been going on for 7 lifetimes. That's 7 generations. All right. Remember I said some people will come into your life and they'll be like, okay, well, let's agree to exchange this for this, but that's what I want. And if someone is in a 7-year contract or a contract for 7 lifetimes, of course they're going to make that exchange. And that's what this energy is giving. That's exactly what this energy is giving here. All right, so I want to use my new deck just to see, because we're already at an hour. I'm gonna try to keep it at 1:30. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch decks. And Scorpio energy is about privacy as well. So, that's another level of discernment you have to where, some readers, this is, you know, they know how to speak on the truth or live in their truth without invading other people's privacy. Now, granted, some people can tap into people's privacy or tap into their energy, but still can manage to conceal people's identity. Now, give or take, you know, if you know a reader, you know, and you just so happen to be closely acquainted with a reader or acquainted with a reader every single day, and this is their job, if you don't have the spiritual capacity for that, if you do not have the higher understanding for that, if you don't have the strength for that, I can tell you right now, stay the fuck away from them, because they are here on a divine assignment, divine mission. Now, I will say, every reader out there is not protected, highly protected. Every reader out there is not destined for that call or that role. Some people think that this shit is just cute to, you know, basically get out certain things, or to, like, you know, be messy, or, you know, conceal how they truly feel. You know, some people have ulterior motives for why they read, or they just think that this is just some cute shit, you know, or just some funny shit. It's really not. It's way deeper. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of responsibility that comes with being a channeler or a reader, you know? So for those who have a higher purpose and higher responsibility and higher respect for these things, you know what I'm saying? There is a certain protocol you must have. 1 hour, 11 minutes, 11 seconds, right? There's a certain protocol to where, you know, certain things must still be concealed, protected, kept in secret, okay? Gate kept, all right? And for, you know, for obvious reasons, right? But, you know, it's people, like, again, some people do this for play or do this for fun, but there's a lot that comes with it. There's a lot of fighting that comes with it in the spiritual realm and in the physical realm. There's a lot of agreements that are made when you, as soon as you pick up the cards and start tapping in, you have binded yourself to something, you have agreed to something, you have contracted yourself to something. And if you don't know what you're working with, if you don't know what all it entails, you know, that you can get yourself into something that, you know, you may not even realize that you've gotten yourself into. But again, for the people who are on a divine assignment and this is their higher calling or higher purpose, they have a certain level of protection to be, and a certain level of discernment and wisdom to be able to, one, obtain certain information from the ethers and be able to channel and interpret them. And they also have a certain spiritual protection over them as well, for a plethora of reasons that I will not disclose. However, you know, readers, highly honored readers or highly skilled and developed readers that are on divine assignment and divine mission, you know, it's way deeper than, you know, your little catty ghetto drama that's happening, you know, in your world, in your specific world, okay? There's a lot of worlds, a lot of timelines, a lot of dimensions, a lot of portals, all right, that are out there, okay? And as I said that, this is the first card that came out of the deck. I'm going to clean this up for a second. All right. So with this specific card, we have the energy of 11. That's Aquarius energy, right? So to go into what I was saying about there are certain people who are placed here to read and channel and interpret the cards and stuff like that. Some people really do have a divine mission, or they really do have a calling over their life to where they're supposed to be speaking some sort of truth, which is Aquarius energy, okay, getting out some sort of truth, but they have to do so in a way that still honors the spiritual laws, okay, that still honors the natural laws, okay. There are certain laws and protocols that readers have to make, you know what I'm saying, or readers have to adhere to, right? And there is certain information that can be disclosed, but there are also, you know, to protect people's privacy, to protect to protect people's privacy and not to invade their space or whatever, then there are certain protocols that come with that, right? Now, I will say that with reading and interpreting messages as well, spirit or people's guides or people's higher ups and things, they give them the go to invade privacy. I will say that. Some people have been given or ordained, they have been given the go-ahead from their higher up to I'm not going to say break protocol, because it all comes from divine source, right? Divine source can say, okay, well, this rule was broken. This wasn't or didn't come from consent, or this law or whatever. And it comes down in rank, or it comes down in spirit and grounds itself into whomever is channeling or reading. And sometimes spirit or the divine gives people the go ahead to, oh yeah, go ahead and expose that shit, because you may not have seen what I saw, but what I saw, your privacy wasn't protected. Your whatever wasn't protected. Therefore, you have the go. All right? So we have this card to where we have 11 energy, Aquarius energy, right? A large group of people, collaborations. What did I say? This shit is going to happen on a global scale, a massive scale. The truth about a lot of things are going to come out on a macro scale. It has already seeped into the lower realms. It has already bled into the lower realms, where people are starting to realize or recognize and connect the dots on what all is happening in our world, right? And this is happening through technological means. Again, I was saying, TikTok, they trying to ban TikTok because TikTok is the most fast-paced, fast-moving social platform that is out right now. It's the most advanced at this moment as far as information being cycled through. It's so much information on TikTok. You have to use your discernment when you're on that shit, when you're navigating, because there are so many truths that exist on TikTok at the same time, and the truth may contradict your truth. The truth may align with your truth. The truth may add a little tidbit to your truth, okay? You have to use your discernment on TikTok though, if you're on the spiritual side of TikTok, okay? 11 energy, 23 may be significant here. All right, the energy of 23, I think, was it out? I don't think so. Oh, yeah. We have 32 and 23, right? Vitality, energy, okay? What did I say? TikTok is a fast-paced engine. It's fast-paced. It's constantly being fed energy, vitality, energy. It's advanced, right? Aquarius energy, 11th house, is about advanced technological entities that is not limited to technological devices handheld, because some people that walk this earthly realm are highly advanced technological entities or beings. Alien. Okay? Now, there are so many different interpretations that contribute to the word alien. Alien is not just the personified figures that we have grown up to watch or see play out in movies, okay? Alien has so many different interpretations, right? Alien can simply mean you are from a foreign land. Foreign land doesn't necessarily mean a foreign land somewhere in the middle of nowhere or across the overseas, okay? You could be, you could be in Arizona and you're from a foreign land. You thinking that you are someone who's from Arizona, and then when you tap into your ancestry, which is Pisces, DNA, Pisces, okay, you realize, damn, I wasn't really born in Arizona. I was born in Florida. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Little shit like that. All right? Sudden developments, right? Remember I was saying that, some people had to develop their spiritual gifts or grow and mature into their spiritual gifts, and there are advanced people who are more advanced than them who are out here that are trying to reach them through technological means, okay, technological devices, who are able to assist and contribute to their personal development, their spiritual development and growth, right? And this is happening like it's giving like rapid with the Aries energy. That's fast paced, not very impatient, very impulsive. Okay, so someone is there's an energy or an entity body that has been separated and has been fed to where something needs to happen quickly. All right, something needs to happen very, very quickly. Aquarius, fast development. Like I said, something needs to happen quickly, right? Also, Aquarius is about freedom, free will. Someone is being freed here, economically, socially, financially, all right? Aquarius is about futuristic as well. Now, when I look closely to this clock, not clock. Okay, so something about a clock is significant. Time, something about time here, all right? So we have these entities, okay, that are falling, all right? Something about someone falling from grace or something about fallen angels, okay? Aquarius energy. We are in the most dense realm. We are in hell. We are experiencing hell. Now, can you break apart? Remember, can you break apart and create another energy? Just because it comes from one body, you can separate yourself and create something over here, right? So just because we are on a prisoner planet, right? Or because we have we live in this hell, this very dense, okay? Because then it wasn't like that. Earth itself has fallen. All right? If you know, you know. Earth itself has descended, meaning the energy that has accumulated on Earth has descended so far to where that's why we have people, a lot of people, okay, because we see it, again, if you're on social media, we're seeing a lot of people talk about this. There are so many relationship dynamics where people are realizing that, damn, you didn't like me the whole time. Dang, you were jealous of me the whole time. Dang, you were envious of what I had the whole time. Dang, you hated me the whole time. Though that you were lustful the whole entire time. So why is that happening? Because Earth has descended to the lower frequency, the lower frequencies. Hell. You know what I'm saying? That has been consumed by demons. Why are there more women on Earth than men? Statistically. Hello, bro. Hello. Am I talking to somebody? Do you hear me? Are you listening? Okay. But yeah, type shit. Because there are so many, we have fallen. But the thing is, although we have fallen or descended as a collective body, we are the ones who brought Earth to hell. We are the ones who brought chaos to Earth. We are the ones that made Earth the way that it is. So if we did it, we have to take accountability as a collective body to rise back up, to ascend, to get back to the love by way of forgiving, moving forward, collaborating, because that's Aquarius energy too. Getting together, collaborating. Something has to change. And if it does not happen suddenly, then everybody is fucked. And people have been saying this shit for years, bro. And people think like, oh, key. Okay, not to go into like the politics or the statistics and shit. But bro, I'm gonna the truth is the truth. Bro, it's no way in hell that God created Adam and Eve, supposedly, right? To come together and be one entity, and you have all of these people who are in certain relationships, dynamics. People are altering their bodies, okay? People are doing so many things to their body. And then it's just like, I'm seeing like, not trying to throw shots or offend anyone, but I'm seeing two straight people with a trans, with a stud, with a femme dude, and all of them fucking with each other. Everybody is in this state of confusion and conflict. Bro, that is not natural. And it's because we've fallen so deep down that we have created this illusion over the world. This whole illusion that has been cast. You know what I'm saying? Earth itself is under contract. Like, and we've been contract, y'all. If y'all don't get this shit together, we're just gonna eliminate all of y'all and start this shit over if y'all don't get it right. Yeah, type shit. Everybody's in this state. Well, I'm not gonna say everybody, okay? Because there are some people, like I said, fighters, warriors who are fighting to ascend, to you know, to raise Earth back up. But then there are people that are so comfortable with their lifestyles and shit, they don't want to give it up, and not knowing that, okay, you can keep all that shit, but you can't. I promise you ain't gonna take it with you. You may be able to enjoy it in this very moment, but when it all come down to it, bro, for one, you will have to come back and do it again. That's number one. When you come back and do it again, whatever karmic experience you've accumulated or whatever debts you've accumulated, oh yeah, you have to deal with that too. You know, I'm not trying to be funny, just speaking the truth. I don't feel bad about certain people's trying to say this in a kind way, okay? But there are certain people I just don't feel bad for. Whatever disorder they have, whatever disorders, fucking disabilities and shit like that. Unfortunately, because I have a higher understanding for certain things, all right, there are certain things I don't feel bad for, because there are some people that come back into this realm with those disabilities and disorder because of karmic debt that was accumulated. Now, it doesn't necessarily, I do feel bad for the ones who have assumed someone else's karmic debt, okay, by way of contractual agreements, okay, consented contractual agreements, all right, but for others, I don't. There are some people that really hold shit down in the spiritual realm. There are really people that hold shit down in this physical world that assume other people's debts knowingly. They take on their disorders, their disability, their distortions, okay? They collect all of this shit from other people, and then they alchemize it, or they transmute it, transform that energy, heal that energy, and keep fucking going. But for people that do things like that, it's honorable. And they collect. And while people are trying to push their debt on other people who have been sent here that can actually like be able to take whatever that is, transmute it, transform it, and make it or create it or make it to be something else, okay? They just keep collecting merit and collecting merit and collecting merit. And at some point, you know, the ATM ain't gonna work for you no more. For those type of people who just like to push off their debts on other people. And that's exactly that, to come back around full circle, okay, with that clock energy, with the wheel of fortune, that's exactly where we have come to. The ATM has closed, And people are no longer going to be able to just place their debts on other people who are ignorant. Because people are waking up and advancing, and then you have people who are fighting to ascend to get the truth out and all of those things. So, therefore, a new world, a new day is here. Peace.